So, Wikipedia, we all use it. Teachers seem to hate it for some reason, and you can find anything on there, even the weird stuff. So, butter toast phenomenon. The butter toast phenomenon is an observation that butter toast tends to land butter side down after it falls. It is used as an idiom representing pessimistic outlooks. Various people have attempted to determine whether there is an actual tendency for bread to fall in this fashion, with varying results. Flying ice cube. They happen to live inside the computers of scientists trying to simulate molecules. Frog battery. A curious experiment to determine whether the existence of animal electricity. Archaeoacoustics. Can ancient pottery be used to play back recorded voices from the distant past? Butter cat paradox. If a cat always lands on its feet and toast always lands butter side down, what if? Vladimir Demikov. Vladimir Petrovich Demikov was a Soviet scientist and organ transplantation pioneer who performed several transplants in the 1940s and 1950s, including the transplantation of a heart into an animal and a heart-lung replacement in an animal. He is also well known for his dog head transplants, which he conducted during the 1950s, resulting in two-headed dogs, holy cow, that ultimately led to the head transplants in monkeys by Dr. Robert White, who was inspired by Demikov's work. Wow. Rebel. Stimuli used in studies of object and face recognition with hilarious names. David Hahn, a 17-year-old known as the radioactive Boy Scout who irradiated his backyard attempting to build a nuclear reactor from spare parts. Kentucky meat shower. The Kentucky meat shower was an incident occurring between the morning hours of 11 and 12 o'clock for a period of several minutes on March 3, 1876, where what appeared to be chunks of red meat measuring approximately 2 by 2 inches, with at least one being 4 by 4 inches, fell from the sky in a 100 by 50 yard area near the settlement of Olympia Springs in Bath County, Kentucky. There exist several explanations as to how this occurred and what the meat was, the most popular being the vulture theory, in which vultures regurgitated their meat after being startled into taking flight. The exact type of meat was never identified, although various reports suggest it was beef, lamb, deer, bear, horse, or even human. Oh gosh. Waffle House Index. The U.S. government's alternative measure of disaster impact. Nanofusion. A series of organic molecules having a structure that looks human. Coming Tonight, a hard rock. Cosmic Latte. The average color of the universe. A slightly beige white. Who would know? Mariner 3, a Mars mission that failed after the spacecraft housing failed to open following launch. It was unable to deploy its solar panels and ran out of power. It is still currently orbiting the Sun. Space advertising. Plans to launch giant billboards into space. Capitalism at its finest. Spaghettification. In astrophysics, spaghettification, sometimes referred as the noodle effect, is the vertical stretching and horizontal compression of objects into thin shapes, rather like spaghetti, is a very strong, non-homogeneous gravitational field. It's caused by extreme tidal forces, in most extreme cases near black holes. The stretching is so powerful that no object can withstand it, no matter how strong it is. Within a small region with the horizontal compression balances the vertical stretching so that small objects begin Spaghettified experience no net change in volume. Black hairy tongue. Yeah, not really gonna touch on that one. Fart lightning. The act of igniting gases produced by human farts. Medical students disease. A condition frequently reported in medical students who perceive themselves to be experiencing the symptoms of a disease they are studying. Peanut butter test. A diagnostic test for Alzheimer's disease which measures subjects' ability to smell peanut butter through each nostril. Robert Linston. A 19th century Scottish surgeon, among other things, performed what has been described the only operation in history with a 300% mortality rate. Anton syndrome. People who are blind but convinced they can see. Revival of the woolly mammoth. Plans to clone the woolly mammoth and reintroduce them to Siberia. Chicken gun. A chicken gun or flight impact simulator is a large diameter compressed air gun used to fire bird carcasses and aircraft components in order to simulate high-speed bird strikes during the aircraft's flight. Jet engines and aircraft windshields are particularly vulnerable to damage from such strikes and are the most common target in such tests. Although various species of bird are used in aircraft testing and certification, the device acquired the common name of the chicken gun, as chickens are the most commonly used, quote, ammunition owing to their ready availability. Holy cow, man.